First tonight, the pay raise backlash continues. I'm Shannon Heggie.
I'm Mike Montecalvo. Today, the state held a public hearing with public comment about Governor Dan McKee's proposal to give about a dozen cabinet members a pay raise. And
it was there the governor's team admitted there was some confusion about the state law regarding those raises. 12 News reporter Sheena Loshuto has the details live from Providence. Sheena?
Well, the numbers we first reported on last week, there were raises from $15,000 to $60,000. These new raises that were presented today account for a 2.5% yearly increase in those salaries, something the governor says is long overdue.
And competitive when compared to other states.
When it comes to those proposed cabinet member pay raises, Governor Dan McKee says at first he didn't have the state law about salaries right.
I first reviewed the proposed increases for the 13 cabinet positions presented today. I understood the suggested salaries as the tops of their respective ranges. However, it is now my understanding that, by statute, the proposals represent flat rates and not salary caps.
And at this morning's Department of Administration meeting, his office presented a new list of numbers. These reflect a 2.5 yearly % increase since the last time the salary of the position changed. For example, under this recent proposal, the Department of Health Director's salary would go from $140K to $150K. The state says the goal is to keep things competitive.
The work is the same, and we compete for the same individuals and the skill sets that they represent. Yeah, Massachusetts, Connecticut, just like I say, we're going to level the playing field for our small businesses between Massachusetts and Connecticut and making sure we're competitive there.
McKee stands by his original set of numbers, which he at first understood to be the salary cap. For example, he still believes the health director should in fact be making $200,000, but understands it can't happen overnight. The governor's Republican opponent came to the public meeting herself to give her take, calling the proposed raises out of touch.
This is a pattern of incompetence and also backing away when public pressure calls out things that he does that are simply wrong.
Now, the Department of Administration will now give a recommendation to the General Assembly, and the General Assembly can weigh in. And really, in just the last 10 minutes ago, new reaction has started to come in. Republican lawmakers are already calling for a special session to discuss this, and we just got a statement from both the House Speaker and the Senate President. They tell us once this recommendation gets to the State House, then they will, of course, review it. Reporting live in Providence, I'm Sheena Loshuto, 12 News.
Governor McKee has made some changes to the pay raises he's proposing for several of his cabinet members.
We first told you about the proposal last week, which included $60,000 more for the Health Department Director, a $40,000 raise for the Superintendent of the Rhode Island State Police, and $35,000 extra for the Director of RIDA.
But at a public hearing today, the governor's spokesperson says those proposed raises represented salary caps and presented new raise proposals based on flat rates as required under state law.
12 News reporter Sheena Loshuto was at the hearing and breaks down what happened.
Well, long story short, the governor basically admits he misunderstood the state law about the salaries, so these new numbers reflect those new changes. However, he says he still stands by the numbers he gave us last week, saying he's hoping to take these salaries to a new level.
People who are at 5 years would be at 6.
Governor Dan McKee says those who hold cabinet director positions hold a different level of responsibility, something that needs to be recognized both at a human level and financially.
Somebody had to step up and take the heat.
That's why he stands behind his push to give a dozen cabinet members a significant pay raise. At this morning's Department of Administration meeting, the governor's office introduced new numbers, this time showing a recommended base salary for this September. For example, under this proposal, RIDOT's director would go from a $155,000 salary to $175,000. The pay for that position hasn't changed since 2017.
The increase for each cabinet salary is equal to a 2.5% increase per year from the date of the last salary increase for each position.
Governor McKee was first criticized by his Republican opponent Ashley Kalus last week when several of the pay raises reflected bumps from $15,000 to $60,000. At the time, McKee said he thought the suggested salaries were presented as salary caps, but has now learned under state statute they represent flat rates, something Kalus took aim on during public comment.
So I'm here today to speak about the fact that these raises are out of touch, that the governor is incompetent. He did not know what he was doing when he was doing so.
So what happens from here? The Department of Administration now has 30 days to make a recommendation and give that to the General Assembly. Then the General Assembly can soon weigh in. Now, the House Speaker and the Senate President tell us as soon as they get that recommendation, they will review it. Reporting live in Providence, I'm Sheena Loshuto, 12 News.